Thank you very much, Alessio. Thank you for all the panelists and all the attendees that are still here with us. So we are going, we're short of time, so we have to go a bit quickly. So let's start with the session 3, and that is entitled Enhancing Investigations, AI, the Digital Evidence Disclosure and the Metaverse. So we will start with the first panelist that we have, and is Zeinab Abdollahkhani. Zeinab is a PhD candidate in criminal law and criminology at the University of Tehran and a lecturer at the Tehran Northern University. Zeinab holds a master's degree in criminal law and criminology. She has previously worked as a legal advisor at the Social Security Investment Company and is a member of the Central Bar Association in Iran. The presentation is entitled Intelligent Investigator Incorporations. So now I will say to you that we will try on our skin, Zeinab, starting with you, the inflexibility of artificial intelligence in monitoring us. So I will ask my AI assistant to monitor 10 minutes. I cannot do that online with the sound because, of course, I don't want to make any advertisement, but I will do. So please stick with your 10 minutes, okay? So the floor, Zeinab, is yours.
Hello to everyone. Hello, Professor Grasso. Thank you for your invitation. I'm pleasure to being in this wonderful conference. I prepared my presentation in a completely brief, and because I'm going to stay at the time limitation. So at the first, I would like to share my screen. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes, we can see the screen. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, actually, my presentation topic is the intelligent investigator within the corporation. The intelligent investigator is the idea of my dissertation, is part of the solution of the dissertation that is still in progress, and I'm working on it. Well, when we're dealing with crimes committed in business environments, such as corporate crime, business crime, and so on, we often focus on these kind of crime. For example, corporate crime. And actually, the perpetrator are mostly paid attention to, but the other side of the coin of crime is the victims. Corporations can be victimized by crimes such as employee crime and fraud, especially in some legal system that consider corporations as juridical persons similar to natural person. For example, in the Iranian legal system, corporations are given personality. As a result, they can be victim of crimes, just like natural person. According to PwC's 2022 Global Economic Crime and Fraud Survey, 51% of organizations said they have been victim of fraud and economic crimes. So this is a global issue that causes financial loss for corporations because of being targeted by crimes. Therefore, it is important to employ prevention solutions within corporations. There are many ways to achieve this goal, such as implementing whistleblower system within the corporations. But if we're going one step further, I will propose the intelligent investigator. The intelligent investigator is a machine learning based system that analyzes internal red flags and alert them to the person who is in charge of and assist them in finding fraud and the red flags of fraud, actually. I'm going to introduce some main feature in this presentation of the intelligent investigator. Well, this kind of investigator is based on machine learning system. So it works by exploring data and identifying patterns and so on. For implementing machine learning, we know it is essential to shape every process and information into data, then it can possible for machine learning to read it. Therefore, the basic step is using tools for collecting and storing data, but it does need to use all of the data within the corporations. It is enough to use the data of the section in corporation where the opportunity of crime exists, such as accounting or sales division. And it only analyzes internal red flags. The investigator is going to use the corporation's internal data to recognize suspicious activities within the corporations. So it cannot be external investigator. And this is an internal investigator. But it does not mean that the red flags only address the internal possibility of crimes, such as employee crimes. The red flag also address the possibility of external crimes, such as fraud. For example, imagine the situation in which a company has received a tempting offer to make a big deal, but our investigator, by checking the phone number or inquiry of the bank account existence or the region of the email address, find it a suspicious offer. So it sends a red flag of possibility of fraud by gathering the data that the customer has provided to the company. And the third feature is it analyzes red flags, not crimes. This means the investigator is not designed to detect crimes. Indeed, the main responsibility of the investigator is recognizing suspicious activities, not crimes. Because considering the behavior as a crime is the responsibility of the court, so the investigator only explore red flags to alert them, to explore that a crime actually might be being committed or has just been committed. This is very important because if the investigator was a high supervision tool for detection of crime, the manager would not take risk in their commercial decision because there would be a possibility to become accused of a crime only for the high risk decision. To avoid this negative consequence, the investigator is designed only recognizing red flags, not crime. And the decision to stop the suspicion procedure or not is under the board manager. Under the board manager responsibilities, actually. And the fourth feature is its function. The function of intelligent investigator include both detection and prevention. By alerting red flags, actually, prevention of victimization would be possible because the corporation would realize in which part the activities are close to cause financial loss by committing crimes. But if the red flags show that the crime has just been committed, it would be beneficial too, because time is an essential component to receive the compensation. The sooner the crime is recognized, the more money comes back. Alerting red flag is important for both detection and prevention. And for the last feature, this intelligent investigator introduced the case to the person who is in responsibility based on their priority. Currently, I work on classifying the red flags based on their priority to propose the case to the person who is in responsibility according to their level of the importance. For example, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important are red flags? For answering this question, we have to know the answer of another question, such as which of red flags indicate the greatest probability of the greatest financial loss, or which red flags are most frequent, or which red flags indicate a situation that is more likely to eventually lead to crime. We need to know the answers for determination, the priority of the cases. This was a brief view of the intelligent investigator, and that I mentioned it in this occasion. In conclusion, I like to say that this is in a progress investigator. I've not done yet. And I would like to thank Professor Grassa and the Crime Observatory team for creating such an opportunity. Thank you.
Start because you had still 10 seconds. Fantastic, Zeinab. Thank you very much. And